Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Forensics, the Crime Scene Detective. Today's beverage is a nice and chilled, however exceptionally carbonated orange soda, very Fanta-y indeed. So welcome back to the game. Previously, it was almost a bit of a revisit. We'd previously done the whiskey and gunfire at the pool bar case, which was basically a disgruntled drunken customer who was doing a bit of a robbery. And then after that, we'd went back to it and found that actually the owner has been having an affair with their son's partner, Elena, which was the waitress at the bar, and well, because of that, their son, like I say, Stefan, had turned up in a rage and, well, shot and killed their own father. A 99 out of 100, so very close to perfection on that one. Either way, completed. We now have another few cases we're going to look at in this time. Oh, the barrel secrets. So status unlocked, score nil, because, as I've said before many times, I've not looked at these cases at all. So, investigations commence after a phone call from Anna Schneider. She was clearing out from the shed of her late grandfather, George Schneider, and found a barrel which contained a corpse. The body has already been removed by the forensics pathologist for examination. Okay, this could be grim. Let's have a look at this one. So, their grandfather. Do we have... did they say late grandfather? Well, I don't know if we've got any... yeah, we won't have any evidence on that one. So, 10 a.m., you have arrived at the Ruhr property where a corpse was found inside a barrel in a shed belonging to the late George Schneider. Investigate the shed and collect all relevant evidence. So, it is an historic case. So, yeah. It's a historic case. We have Anna, George, the deceased George Schneider. Also, witness statements from Anna. Grandfather George passed away a few months ago. After a period of grief, she decided that it was time to clean out his house and shed. Starting with the biggest item, she found a barrel hidden in the back corner. Upon barrel into a better lit spot, she immediately noticed rotten stench coming from inside. After opening the barrel, she found a body that was stabbed to death. Claims that she had no prior knowledge of the corpse and that she had called her brother Marcus right after informing the authorities. Her fingerprints and biological sample were taken for a comparison. So we have samples from there. Marcus Schneider arrived at the scene after investigating commenced, claims that their grandfather George was not a violent man and he had no knowledge of the corpse hidden inside the shed. Fingerprints and biological samples were taken for comparison. And then, do we have... We don't have anything on George. Okay, right, so let's have a look around. We have, naturally, our evidence collection solution systems. We have photo cameras, evidence markers, all of the other UV kit and stuff like that. So don't expect to find any guns or anything like that, or anything else on that matter. Can we run around here? We can. I'm hoping that is red paint. Yeah, okay, so this is the shed. Ah, okay. So things have been removed. We've already been told of that. Waste only. We have a box which has... Oh! It appears to be a knife. Okay. Which we have... That's actually two things in there. There's a knife and a biological sample. Okay. Let's have another look around. Bottles and things like that. We've got... Oh, a gun! Oh. And 3 biological samples. Right, okay. So we've got 3 biological samples. Find the hidden marbles achievement. That there. Interesting. So we've got 3 biological samples there, which is going to be... I'll be honest, a nightmare to take pictures from. Absolute nightmare. I don't know how you would remove the body and the gun would still be there. So I didn't... okay, interesting. So I immediately said I'm not going to find the... I'm not going to find any, evidence from gunfire. But then again... I don't know. Also, we're investigating this in the dark, which is far from ideal, is it not? Okay. I'll take the UV light. We'll have a look around. I don't know how I'm going to take pictures of these. I really do not know how I'm going to do that. So on the barrel, we have fingerprints. Now I expect to find on the barrel fingerprints of the person who moved the barrel. Where would we not? So almost certainly Anna. But as a cursory look, there is at least a couple of sets of fingerprints on that. And inside the barrel too. Oh, don't like it. I'm going to have to try and take pictures of all of those. Lid, the barrel. Very important to look at. Okay, nothing on this barrel. And around here, I can't. Can I close that? I can't. Okay. All right. So that's fine. What's that there? Ah, that's a tool that's clipping through there. I was like, what's that? What's going on there? All right. Well, we don't have any firearm trajectory kit. Oh, there's a fingerprint on that can. Okay, so I am going to have a look around further here, because there could be a lot more evidence. One of the things that I would argue is underused in the game, and this might change as we complete the rest of the cases, is the fume hood type of thing, where you put things you found inside it, and it you collect, like, say, a bottle, for example, and you can pick the bottle up and you put it inside that, and then you use cyanoacrylate, I believe it is, to extract a fingerprint that's on that. And we've only done it a handful of times. Okay. Alright. And that corner's clipping through there as well. In investigation, details matter, and I'd argue that that's not great. Oh, there's another fingerprint. Alright. Okay. Let's go ahead and place evidence markers. I'll do my best on this one, but I know I'm going to struggle. I know that I will struggle a lot on this. Oh, how am I going to do it? If I can't place it there, it's going to have to be like that. It's because there's multiple bits of evidence there. Okay. Again, I'll do my best on this. So 6, 7. I'll do the outside first. 8, 9, 10. I'll have to remove some of these as well. 12. There we go. I'll just do the ones that I'll do the best I can on this. But I expect to struggle. Because, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Okay. Alright. Go back. Let's get the photo camera. And then you can watch me rage at doing this. Unless the game is going to be very generous. There's a few obvious ones. Too much evidence. I mean, too much overlap. Okay. That says it's okay. So I don't know which one that is. I reckon it's the blood sample. all evidence. That's my crime scene. Sorry. Where's my crime scene? I'm gonna have to shift number 4. Photo taken. Which is not loading into that for some reason. So far, I'm doing okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, that's fortunate. Too much overlap. 13, 14, 15, 16, nowhere, 17, 18. Okay. Apparently I've got most of those done, apart from this one. So, let me go ahead and place that back here. Because there was too much overlap, was there not? Well, let me place it. It will not let me place that at all. Hang on. There we go. Right, I think that's going to be too much overlap again, but I'll do my best. Photo camera. Too much evidence. Too much overlap. So I'm just following what it says on the top. Right, I'm going to have to remove that marker and put it on the lid or something and take it at a very oblique angle. Camera. Put that back. Evidence marker. And then we'll come back and put it. I'm going to have to put it like there or something. But it won't let me. It's going to have to be something like that. Because I'll have to take it at that angle. How curious. Right. We'll give it a go. No! Okay. Alright. Right. We've taken them. We have taken them. Apparently. Let's pick up some of this evidence. So the knife, which we have a picture for. Yeah, sorry. There we go. We got a picture. I was saying about, oh, look, there's not the pictures, but of course you only get it after you've taken these. Oh, evidence handgun, no picture. So, right, one of the pictures hasn't taken properly. Truth be told, I think I've done my best to take those, and it said it was all right. So, yeah. Fingerprint kit, then. We'll do this. So now having a picture of the gun is an immediate. We're not going to get this fully complete. That just is what it is. And that one weirdly was at an angle and it wasn't working properly. Not a good sign. That seemed alright. No fingerprints there. We do have a fingerprint here. So we've only got two. We've got two samples. Well, we have two sets of samples, fingerprints and biological? DNA evidence? DNA evidence. Of the brother and sister. But obviously of their grandfather, unless we found... Well, it says they're not a violent man, but that's just a statement from the family members. Of course, they're not going to come out and say, "Oh yeah, the guy was an absolute psychopath." Like they're not going to grass him in that way, are they? Unless they do. But still, I will. There might be historical evidence on file for some unknown reason. I'm just a bit annoyed that I didn't get a picture of the gun. So crime scene photo. So we are immediately down on that one. But I'm going to try and we'll continue on. I'll mark that down as it's really difficult to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos. Sorry, 6 different photos in a small space like this. This is the smallest space we've had to look at. And I actually quite like the cases that are actually in small rooms. I quite like them. Just when you've got things close like that. Which is a limitation of the game systems rather than anything else. So, let's take some biosamples. There's one. Another biological sample. Like that. That's not what I meant, but okay. And then there we go. Right, we have, I believe, all of the evidence. Well, the ones that I found anyway, taken. Let's go back to the lab, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, we can always come back to the crime scene. That's always an option on these ones. We have internal memo, efficiency and fingerprint comparison. When comparing two fingerprints, please check the overall pattern first. If the print isn't actually the one is a wall, they're obviously not matched. You do not have to hunt down and compare every single minutiae in the case. Just click no match in the system. Yep, that's good. Wish I knew that when I started it. But this is one of the things that they've been improving the game with. We have running George's fingerprints produced a potential match in the crime database under the name of Carl Mayer. Victim's DNA from inside the barrel is added for the comparison for produce a possible match in the criminal database. Dieter Crowe's a known burglar. Oh, so we've now got DNA. We've got lots of evidence already. So there's Anna and Marcus, brother and sister. George, who is the grandfather, and Dieter Crowe's, which I'm gonna say is the victim in the barrel. Okay. There's also nothing found around here, which I didn't. I have a feeling that we could find things there, though. But I'll go ahead and, well, there's nothing I can really do. I mean, I've not found a firearm. Right. Okay. Well, what I'll do, biological samples. Just get those going. You can just leave them and they'll do their own thing. I say that. The computer will do it. Anna. Okay, no match. Standard procedure here. Sorry, back and back. No match. That's a match. So we got this bit. And then we got junctions. It's all popping up about DNA analysis results. See, that's a match. How many fingerprints have we got? Loads. No match. No match. No match. No match. That's a match, surely. Yep, there it is. We got a match. So, just go through all of these. Standard procedure. And we've already been told that they were moving the barrel anyway. So of course we expect them to have fingerprints on there. No match until just this one here. This is for the brother. Oh no, that's not the case. Let me just put that there and then delete it. Sorry. That's an end and then an end. Strong evidence. Very strong. That's a match. It's also another match. It says weak evidentiary value, but obviously we have to match it up to here. So that there and there, yes, there and there, yes, there and there. Very strong. That's a match. Nothing. We're all good there. Yep. So the delta, and then we can go for junctions. See, that'll be classed as a swirl, or a loop, should I say. One loop. Some end bits. Endies there. So is that classed as an endy bit there? It is. Very strong. Match. No match. No, I did skip that one there. No match. No match. No match. And then George. So that's his George fingerprints. That looks good to me. Apparently not. Okay, we'll go to junctions instead, because I have more success with that than other ones. Matching up well. Strong evidentiary value. And then you've got another junction there. No, we don't. But we do have one up the top there. No. What the? Try that again. There and there. Hey, that's a match. And once again, we have matches. See, it's slightly misorientated, this one. But it is there. See, these ones, so that's another match as well, but it's a difficult read, and this could be again because of the, it could be the, I actually don't know how much do the samples like degrade over time. I'm guessing it depends on a number of factors. There's an end there and an end there. That's good. Very strong. That's a match. No match. No match. I expect to zip through some of these now. Until here. It's all good though. It's all good. One down the bottom. But there must be more to find. Again, just a gut feeling that there is more to find. I keep on going there, but I know that's not right. It's the end there, that one and that one, which it says no. No, it doesn't say there's an end there. I mean, there definitely is. I dispute the game on that one. But no matter, we have ways to work around it. So I guess, yeah, it does make sense having the majority of the fingerprints being, well, certainly the newer fingerprints being the granddaughter, but George being the grandfather, it being obviously their shed would be most of it. Is that right? Yeah, that seems to be right. So that's at least 5 or 6 matches, I think. Okay. Strong evidentiary value and very strong. Okay, we're good there. Let's go ahead, get those results, and also Get those results from the DNA. And we'll get that sent over. Select all and send. Takes a while. It's all good. Good grief. There's 5 emails. All right. Let's try and clear our inbox, shall we? Fingerprint analysis. Matching Anna's fingerprints confirms their presence at the crime scene. She touched the barrel and moved it into a better lit area. We knew that. His fingerprints from the shed match the comparison material retrieved from his house, confirming George Schneider's presence. Okay, we knew it was his shed. Marcus's fingerprints confirm his presence at the crime scene. His prints can be found on the outside of the barrel. Okay. And the fingerprints found in the entry of the criminal database under the name Carl Mayer match George Schneider's fingerprints. Carl Mayer turns out to be an alias. The database updated with George Schneider's real name. Fingerprint found... Oh, interesting. Fingerprints found in the entry of the criminal database under the name Carl Mayer and George match George Schneider's fingerprints. Carl Mayer turns out to be an alias. The database was updated with the real name. The DNA profile. Okay. Interesting. So... Oh, another email. So yeah, George Schneider. Let's check this other email. It's probably going to be a spammy one. Hi team, please make sure the evidence handover forms are signed legibly. The chain of custody must stand up in court if the evidence points out there were evidence baggage received by Dr. Scribble McSquiggle. We have a real problem. Fair point, yeah. I don't think I can use this chamber here. Oh yeah, you can put the knife in there, actually. Start extraction. I wonder if I said previously about not putting things like the other things in here and it's underused. I wonder if I just not put in the gun, for example. Because we can do this. So there's the knife, and there is a fingerprint on it, and you can put in the handgun. Oh, I'm really thinking now, have I messed up all of these cases previously that I haven't put in, like, I found 2 handguns and I didn't put them in for fingerprint analysis. I'm not going to dwell on that because the game has give us decent scores. So, fingerprints found. Okay. I need to check these fingerprints then, don't I? Anna. On this one. So this was the knife, and that is George. I can already tell. So I'll check Marcus, the brother. However, we go to George. That's a match. So George's fingerprint has been found on the knife. Match. And the gun as well. We found a fingerprint on the gun. And it's not Anna's. It's not any of these people's. Oh. There we go. All right. It's not any of those. Send all that over. This is a bit of a cold case, this one. Yeah. Okay. So, biological samples then. So, Dieter Krause, George Schneider, DNA profile 1. So we have a triple set here. Interesting. So that's not going to be anything, is it not? So you have a high peak and then mid peak and then another high peak. So I'm going to say that's not a match. Just spot that. Another one. That one again is a triple. Which could be a legitimate one. Could be. I think that is a match. Yeah. Profiles match. This is in the barrel, wasn't it? The first one was the knife. That's a really weird one. Oh, that could be a match there. That's a match. Yeah, of course it is. Profiles match. So why is there blood in the barrel? Why is there blood in the barrel? Well, we'll continue on. Oh, could that be the one there? Thinking so. That's looking good. So the blood on the knife, I said no, it wasn't a match. So I doubt myself now, actually, on that one. No, that's fine. So, Anna, DNA profile 1. Interesting. It would be interesting, actually, if I found their blood on this. So they'd be too close together. I don't think that's a match. Don't think so. This one's a weird one because it's got a little blip at the end there, which is not one I've seen. I'm going to say profiles do not match. And, you know, why would these match up? But that's not, I guess that's an assumption which we can't do. Which I have done in the past. I'm almost certain. Could it be? No. No. So it's a high and a mid. Potentially? No. No. No, no, no. It's a little one in it. Oh. No. Small peak and a big one. Profiles don't match. And this is the other barrel. Which again, I don't think. Got two peaks at the front, then one at the back. Potentially? No. No, no. Okay, this one I do think it's not going to work out in my favour. This might be the first one that we redo, actually. Although, hang on a second. I mean, it still might be possible. I'm just thought, hang on, have we got a match there? See, so far we've not got a match with any of the blood samples for the knife. Okay. Again, we've got this peak afterwards. So I need like a big peak and then a blip afterwards on it. Wouldn't be there. I just have a feeling I've totally messed this one up. But I always have a feeling like that when it comes to this this part of the game. That could be. No. So there's so much variation in these. There really is. That one there, a small peak and then the big one. Look for the small one. Not happening. And then 2 large peaks and a gap and another large peak. That one, you could bring it down to there. And like, that doesn't really fit. None of them really do. That one's sort of... It's a sort of, but how much does sort of hold up in court? It shouldn't. No, that's not. I'm going to say that I've totally messed up these DNA ones, but I'm going to continue on for the sake of progress. I'll send the evidence over. We've got males. 3 males. Anna Schneider's DNA reference does not match any of the blood samples found. Marcus does not match any blood samples. Fingerprints cannot be taken from the victim's body, but the DNA of the victim matches that from the database for Dieter Cruz. It now confirms fingerprints can be used for further comparison. Okay. So we have to check them out. That's fine. So. No match. No match. No match. No match. A lot of these will be a case of just not matching. And I expect not to find any matches until we get inside the barrel. Which is getting down towards this part of the matching process. Okay. Okay. Aha! That was on the gun. Yes, it was on the gun. That was the only match. Try that again. Delete those. We do have a loop. Yeah, which is good. And then junction. And a junction. A junction. Match. Okay. Let's get them results. Get them away. I'll match the gun. I say it's a historic case, this one. Well, we think. Mail received. Fingerprints lifted from the gun found inside the barrel produce possible match in the criminal database. So, Anna, fingerprints on the barrel. We expected that. Marcus, the brother, fingerprints on the barrel because they helped move it. George, fingerprints in the barrel and on here and on the barrel and on the basically everything in the shed. And Dida, their blood samples inside, as well as the gun. But who is the blood? Fingerprints for George on that. I reckon the blood sample. I don't have a blood sample for them though. Oh no, I do for Marcus. And was it number... Let's have a quick look. It was biological sample 3 on the blood. Marcus, DNA profile 1. Okay. Because you expect to find their blood on that knife. But it doesn't look like it is. That's the one that's confusing me. Let's have a look. It was fingerprint. It wasn't fingerprints. It was biological samples. That one. DNA sample number 3. Yeah. So, did I pick Marcus before? Yes, I might have done dieter. Biological sample. That'll be 16. Oh, there's a match straight away. Okay, fair enough. Right, okay, that's their blood on the knife as well. And the body almost, it obviously is them. That is probably the one that's going to clear it. Automatic analysis of the DNA found on the knife matches the profile known to criminal Dieter Crowe's. Dieter Crowe's fingerprints have been matched to a set of fingerprints on the gun. Dieter Crowe's and George Schneider likely shared criminal past. It's possible that Dieter targeted George directly due to their history and was killed when entering George's property. Motives remain unknown. Minimum requirements to be met, but there are still uncovered leads. Do you want to close the case? No, I don't, because I'm going to go back. I want to have a look. I want to have a quick look around. Once again, it still feels like I've messed up some of the collection. Well, I've just this whole case. I'm not confident in. I'm not confident in what I've done with it, which is a shame. Waters remain unknown. And looks like there's a drill just inside that. It also does feel like this is the most underbaked case that I've done so far. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there's nothing found around here. It was around here that was like empty on the map. I had a scan around. Okay. So that was George's. There's paint samples. There's that in there. You know, I might just find something a bit more around here. There's another look around. Weird orb that's there. I mean, sometimes the motives will remain unknown, I guess. More back here. Doesn't feel like it would be like that. Okay. Alright. Well, I've had a look around there. I've had a look around here. I didn't look. What was that there? Oh, that'll just be going back to laboratory. There's just a quick pop up there. I was like, hang on. Oh, we're going to fit with the fingerprint. We got one on top of the wheelbarrow. Okay. And I might find more. I don't know as to like whose that is, but I'm guessing it would be. I'm guessing it would be worthy just to complete the pictures. Although I'm going to struggle putting this on. That's gonna shout at me again, isn't it? Angle too steep. Angle too steep. Angle too steep. Objects are too small. Yeah, I'm gonna have to discard that. I'm gonna have to put it next to it. Okay. Case lid closed, of course. Photo camera. Oh, good grief, not photo camera. Evidence marker. So, place it there. Hopefully that'll do. And then this one. That looks about right to me. Objects are too small. I mean, I've zoomed in as best I can. I've got the mark. I've got the marker. Taking a photo of it. And now fingerprints. And we'll get this matched up just for the sake of score. Maybe there is more. There will be more. Well, that's like clipping through there as well. But I'll just match these up quickly, just for the sake, as I said, of we found it. If I hadn't found anything, then fair enough. But otherwise, I'd be knowingly leaving it unchecked. There's all bits around here as well. I did not really found anything. So, Anna, this one, no match. Marcus, wheelbarrow, no match. I mean, it's not as if the wheelbarrow's been nicked. No, George's. Criminal past, eh? Criminal past. That's a match, and then once again we'll go back, and it'll be tighter, and no match. Okay, we'll send it in. That's what we found. If I get 50, if I get over 50 on this, I'd be surprised. I will be very surprised. But I'm not gonna. I've already stressed over it enough. It's not worth it. I don't anticipate any more back. I think it's again because of some of what I've done as well. So barrel secrets. We will close the case for good or ill. Dieter Croz's fingerprints have been matched to a set of fingerprints on the gun. Dieter Croz and George Snyder likely shared a criminal past, possible due to Dieter target George directly to their history and was killed when entering the George property. Motives remain unknown. Here we go. This is the bit I'm looking forward to. Oh, okay. Crime scene evidence is 89 out of 100. 15 fingerprints, 4 biological samples, 2 general samples. 18 of 21 crime scene photos. That's the one that really is going to let me down. Evidence quality 100/100. So I've took the evidence that I found, I've taken correctly. As for the analysis, it says fingerprint analysis 15, not all of them, because I haven't collected them all. DNA analysis 4 correct. DNA profile is 6 correct. Incorrect analysis of 1. The quality, however, was good. So what I'd found, I'd taken correctly. Evidence-wise, but not the photos, and doing the actual quality of the analysis is good. It's just I'd not matched up. I've incorrectly matched 1. Solving is 100 of 100. Score is 94 of 100. I don't feel I've deserved that at all. I'm not too sure whether or not investigating more would yield a different story result. But, yeah. 94 of 100. It is what it is. I may be, if I may be so bold, I just think that there's not much else I could have done in terms of the photo part of it. There was everything was so cramped, together and such. It was really difficult to do. Of all the cases, that was the most frustrating. And obviously that could be on me. It is on me. But we've solved it with a decent score. Not entirely sure if there's going to be any more to glean from that if it was to be redone. Or obviously, and I did make 1 or 2 mistakes on that one when it comes to the analyses. So it is what it is. But it is completed. And the actual crime scene, I like the smaller crime scene. Like the pool bar is like, it's quite a nebulous task. These ones, I do quite like, but it's trying to take all that evidence when it's all mashed together. I mean, the barrel's curved. There was like 5 different fingerprints and 3 different pieces of biological evidence on the gun, which I didn't take photos of because I thought I had done. It's just difficult, isn't it, to do it? But I guess with time, it could be done better. So again, I take full responsibility for that one. Either way, that has been a bit more forensics crime scene detective investigator solution systems. We have done the barrel secrets. We have now got at least a couple more, I believe. Next time it's going to be the parking lot retribution. Let's see. We will have a look at that one. It might be related. These might all sort of piece together. The fun's in finding out. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, we'll go from there. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.